Microsoft SC-401 exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. An administrator is planning to implement data protection controls for an organization using Microsoft 365. The security team wants to ensure that any inbound or outbound email message containing a specific string in the subject line automatically applies rights management protection without requiring manual user intervention. Which of the following features should be configured to meet this requirement? A Microsoft Purview data loss prevention (DLP) policy scoped to Exchange email. B. An Exchange online mail flow rule combined with a rights management service (RMS) template. C. A retention label auto-apply policy utilizing a keyword dictionary condition. D. A Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps session policy with real-time content inspection. The answer is B. To automatically enforce rights protection on email messages based on specific criteria such as text in the subject line, administrators should configure an Exchange online mail flow rule that applies an RMS template. This mechanism intercepts messages during transit and applies the appropriate cryptographic protections seamlessly. It operates independently of client-side application behavior, ensuring consistent security enforcement across all outbound communications. Furthermore, mail flow rules provide granular control over conditions, exceptions, and specific encryption templates. Consequently, this approach minimizes user error and satisfies automated compliance workflows efficiently. An enterprise security officer needs to establish a data loss prevention (DLP) mechanism that prevents guest users from viewing sensitive corporate documents stored within Microsoft Teams communication channels. Which specific location must be included within the scope of the DLP policy to achieve this goal? A. Exchange email. B. OneDrive accounts. C. SharePoint sites. D. Teams chat and channel messages. The answer is C. Files and documents shared within Microsoft Teams channels are physically hosted and stored in associated back-end Microsoft SharePoint online document libraries. Therefore, to protect files stored in a channel from unauthorized access by guests, the DLP policy must target SharePoint sites as the designated location. Selecting only Teams chat and channel messages will govern textual conversational data rather than the underlying document files. Aligning the correct repository ensures that document-level access permissions and restrictions are effectively evaluated and enforced. Ultimately, this configuration protects collaborative assets against data leakage without disrupting legitimate team workflows. A compliance administrator wants to implement a solution that allows automated auditing and classification of unstructured corporate data while ensuring that access to administrative management roles follows the principle of least privilege. The administrator needs to create a custom trainable classifier. Which role must be assigned to the administrator to perform this initial action? A. Global Administrator. B. Compliance Administrator. C. Security Operator. D. Security Administrator. The answer is B. Creating and managing custom trainable classifiers within the Microsoft Purview compliance portal requires specific administrative permissions. To adhere strictly to the principle of least privilege, organizations should avoid assigning overly broad permissions like Global Administrator for daily compliance tasks. Instead, assigning the Compliance Administrator role grants the necessary administrative capabilities specifically required for data classification and classifier training. This role provides access to information protection and governance features without elevating privileges to tenant-wide system controls. Consequently, security boundaries are maintained while enabling compliance personnel to execute their responsibilities efficiently. An information security team is deploying custom sensitive information types, SITs, using regular expressions to identify internal project codes. A pattern requires matching an exact number of sequential digits following a static prefix. Which standard regular expression quantifier should be used to specify an exact repetition count of 6 digits? A. 6 B. 6 C. 6 D. 6. The answer is B. Regular expressions utilize specific quantifiers enclosed in curly brackets to denote exact numeric repetitions of preceding character classes. When constructing sensitive information types in Microsoft Purview to match patterns like 6 consecutive digits, the exact quantifier format uses curly braces, such as $D, $6, or $0 to 9, $6. Parentheses define capture groups rather than precise counts, and square brackets define character sets. Incorrect syntax will result in validation errors or failure to match the intended data structures during document scanning. Therefore, utilizing proper regex syntax ensures high accuracy in identifying proprietary nomenclature across organizational workloads. An organization plans to configure a custom sensitive information type designed to recognize internal product identification numbers. These identifiers consist of 3 alphabetical characters representing a department code, followed by 3 digits. Which regular expression component properly defines the 3-letter alphabetical sequence? A. ABC 3 B. AZAZ 3 C. Alpha 3 D. A 3. The answer is B. Character sets and regular expressions allow the definition of specific allowable ranges for string matching. To match any 3 consecutive alphabetical characters regardless of case, the proper syntax combines lowercase and uppercase ranges within square brackets followed by the exact quantifier. Specifically, the expression $AZAZ 3 captures any combination of 3 upper or lower case letters. Alternative options such as listing individual letters or using literal words fail to capture the full spectrum of alphabetical variations. Utilizing accurate character ranges prevents false negatives and ensures comprehensive data discovery coverage. An organization maintains multiple Microsoft SharePoint online document libraries containing extensive operational files. An administrator needs to import a large repository of terms to serve as a keyword dictionary for a data loss prevention policy. In which file format must the source list be saved before uploading it into the Microsoft Purview portal? A JSON file containing structured object arrays for each term. B. A CSV file containing words separated by commas. C. An XLSX spreadsheet with terms populated across multiple worksheets. D. A compiled binary database file containing a designated dictionary table. The answer is B. When creating keyword dictionaries in Microsoft Purview for sensitive information types, the platform requires specific input structures. The source data must be formatted as a standard comma-separated values (CSV) file where terms are separated by commas. Other formats such as complex databases or unstructured word processors will not be parsed correctly by the dictionary import wizard. Ensuring the correct file structure prevents upload failures and guarantees that all designated keywords are indexed for pattern matching. This straightforward preparation method minimizes administrative overhead during policy deployment. A security engineer is configuring a data loss prevention policy to protect intellectual property across cloud repositories. The engineer needs to ensure that if a user attempts to share sensitive content in a Microsoft Teams one-to-one chat session, the system immediately deletes the offending message. Which specific location toggle must be enabled within the policy scope configuration? A. Exchange email. B. SharePoint sites. C. Teams chat and channel messages. D. OneDrive accounts. The answer is C. To apply data loss prevention rules and block or remove inappropriate conversational messages within Microsoft Teams, the policy must target the Teams chat and channel messages location. Enabling this specific location grants the compliance engine visibility into active chat streams and channel conversations. While SharePoint and OneDrive govern files stored within collaborative spaces, conversational text requires the team's specific chat scope. Configuring this setting ensures that automated remediation actions, such as message deletion and user notifications, execute precisely when policy violations occur. Consequently, organizations can maintain secure communication channels without manual intervention. An enterprise compliance manager is reviewing audit log management features within a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription. The organization requires long-term auditing compliance. What is the prerequisite administrative assignment required for a user to manage and apply 10-year audit log retention policies? A. Assigning a specialized 10-year audit log retention add-on license directly to the target user account. B. Assigning the global reader role combined with an Exchange Online Management certificate. C. Enabling Azure Active Directory conditional access policy exclusions for auditing accounts. D. Configuring a custom organizational sharing policy via Exchange PowerShell CMD-lets. The answer is A. Extended audit log retention capabilities extending up to 10 years require specific licensing provisions within Microsoft 365 E5 subscriptions. Specifically, administrators must assign the corresponding 10-year audit log retention add-on license to the user accounts responsible for managing or generating these long-term audit records. Standard auditing features provide default retention periods, whereas extended compliance mandates necessitate this specific licensing add-on. Ensuring proper license assignment prevents policy configuration errors and guarantees compliance with regulatory data archiving standards. Therefore, verifying license prerequisites is a critical initial step for audit administrators. A compliance team is implementing Microsoft Purview Insider Risk Management. To establish contextual scoring models, the team imports historical employee lifecycle data via a designated connector. In which file format must the data source be prepared prior to ingestion? A. JavaScript Object Notation, JSON. B. Comma-separated values, CSV. C. Extensible Markup Language, XML. D. Tab-separated values, TSV. The answer is B. Microsoft Purview data connectors, including human resources connectors for insider risk management, rely on structured input files to map organizational attributes correctly. The required format for importing external data sources such as resignation dates and performance metrics is a standard comma-separated values, CSV, file. Using CSV formatting ensures that the schema parser correctly interprets column headers and data rows during ingestion. Alternative formats like plain text or unformatted logs will cause connector job failures. Proper data preparation is essential for generating accurate risk indicators and behavioral analytics. An administrator is configuring a new Microsoft Purview Insider Risk Management policy. To maximize the behavioral analysis window when a risk indicator is triggered, what is the maximum number of historical days of user activity that can be collected and evaluated? A. 30 days. B. 60 days. C. 90 days. D. 180 days. The answer is C. Insider risk management policies in Microsoft Purview support retroactive evaluation to capture context surrounding security alerts. When an indicator event triggers a policy match, the system can look backward into historical telemetry to assess prior user behavior. The maximum duration of historical data that can be included for retrospective analysis is constrained to 90 days. This window balances comprehensive forensic investigation needs with platform storage and performance parameters. Configuring this setting appropriately ensures that investigators have sufficient background context without overloading system processing queues.